What's happening?
I guess I wasn't feeling okay. I thought that space and time went back and forth and sideways. I'm putting out fires all over the place. I guess it knocked me sideways. Oh, she made me go. Uppercase and underline. We are as prickly as a couple of porcupines. I'm putting out fires all over the place. Pick a letter lower down the alphabet. Oh,
It's been a while. It's a bit blowy. Tripod's broke. Where I'm sitting's wet. In fact, 2 of them 3 things we can fix right now. Hi Paul. We don't need deck chats.
Yeah, okay.
So it's definitely the go, isn't it? Okay. Have you bought from us before?
Yes.
Okay.
Thanks very much.
Okay. So is there anything else that comes with it?
That's the only thing that screws on there.
That sounds about right.
Cheers.
Thank you.
See you.
See you now. Bye.
Any better at all? Looks the part.
she made me go.
Been arguing a lot on Twitter this week. It's a mixture of the inability to let something go and just being a bit of a prat. I mean, after mentioning that Kate was getting worked up over stupid things on the last vlog, bit of a hypocrite really, aren't I? But that's it now, drawing the line under it now. No more petty arguments, no more, or maybe a couple. I mean, I'm only human and I'm quite good at it as well, so it'd be a bit of a waste. But you can have too much of a good thing is what I'm saying. So I'm going to cut right down on that. You'll see much less arguing from me.
Suck it to me. Oh, suck it to me. I'm putting out fires all over the place.
Tesco dried mango. I could live on this. They're not paying me to say this, but Tesco, if you do want to pay me to say it, pay me in dried mango. It's far too hot last week. It's far too wet this week. It's not very it's just not very conducive to vlogging this weather. It's crap. But in the face of all that, there's always a couple of things that'll keep me vlogging. Cheers, pal.
No worries. Don't you photograph of me and say it doesn't do nothing, him.
Go on, yeah. The first thing is watching other people. Bit echoey, I'm sorry. The first thing is watching other people's vlogs, and the second thing is when people ask me when I'm making another vlog, because that just, if that's not motivation, what is? Quick shout out to Hamster Mackenzie, funniest guy on Twitter. I'll link to him below. Follow him. Nice one, Hammy. Don't ever do that in a lift.
Take care.
See, there are arguments online and there are arguments offline. Arguments offline are easy, they don't last long because it's just easier to get your point across. And then there's 2 types of arguments online. You've got the jokey ones which just last forever and they're just joking and it's good. And then you've got the serious ones that actually do get you down. And that's what I've been going through this week. See, I've been through this before. I was arguing online with some extreme feminists. They call themselves radical feminists and it was just ridiculous. They think all men should be in jail because they are men and they're a potential threat to murder women. But that was an example of a jokey argument. Quite easy to carry on with. But you know, it's all over now. No one really cares. No one remembers. It's kind of like a flavour of the week thing when there's arguments on Twitter. Everyone forgets about them in 2 days, 3 days tops. It just seems like I'm writing a recipe book with all these flavours I'm throwing into it, so that's what's going to stop. See, here's the thing about arguing, right? After about 10 minutes of back and forth, the original point is completely lost, and all you're concentrating on is winning the argument. It doesn't even matter what the argument's about anymore. Anyway, enough about arguing, let's move on. Vlogging. Vlogging for me is very weather specific. I can only do it when the weather's just right. I can't do it when it's too hot because I just end up a mess. Can't do it when it's raining because I can't use the camera or the drone. But the main thing about vlogging, I can always do it inside if I need to. The main thing about vlogging is content. And it's like anything that, I sound a bit hippie-ish here, but it's like anything with a bit of a creative thought process. Sometimes you dry up a bit and you just don't know what to vlog about, and I get that with the writing as well. I just don't know what to write about. So, I mean, I'm supposed to be running a blog, but I didn't write for 2 months, and the time I did before that was 2 months before that. So consistency is the key, I think. I've been asked a couple of times, how do you vlog? I mean, not literally, how do you point a camera at your face and record? I think they're more interested in the technical side of it, like the camera settings and the shots. So I'm going to do a vlog on that, I think, at some point. Not that I'm any expert on vlogging, it's just that I've been asked, and when I get into something like this, I kind of obsess about things. So I actually know more than I can apply. Another theory, I just need to, yeah, you know. Booyah. To be honest, that actually took me about 5 attempts. Look at this. No swimming. In a little puddle that's filled with shopping trolleys and cones. When it sounds like that's just messing with natural selection, surely. That leaf symbolises me. Every single morning when I step into the office. That's me. Little bit trapped. Don't know how I got here. Can't get out, and I'm about to get devoured by an 8-legged creature. That doesn't make sense. So, what's new? Kate started Slimming World with her mum. She's lost... Hello, how much weight have you lost in total on Slimming World? Okay, bye. 7.5 pounds in 5 weeks, which is a nice, steady, healthy amount to lose. I think I've lost about 8 pounds. I put about 2 pounds back on, but I'm happy. I got a top which was a medium. I look a bit like a chocolate muffin in it, especially when I fasten my belt. I think this whole wedding thing's given us a bit of a kick up the arse in terms of a diet. It was getting out of control, especially for me. I was just waddling about everywhere and getting a bit of a flesh apron. That's never pretty, is it? As you know, I did start going running with Dave as well. That helped a lot with the weight loss. He's got Meniere's disease, which is this inner ear thing, so he just ends up running around in circles, and there's little point him coming out with me running in straight lines. Might as well just put a hula hoop in the back garden and let him run around that for an hour. So the running's off, but the diet's working. But you know what they say, for weight loss, kitchen, for health, gym. Anyway, let's go and see the girls. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Evelyn. Hang on, I've got a feeling that we're gonna need... Yeah, we've got no milk because this one went off on the 13th of June and Daddy's gonna see if it'll turn to cheese. Off to the shop then. There, Chinese takeaway behind me, they've got a vent there. It smells so good, especially when I'm on a diet. Home again. I've just sat down to edit the vlog and then I realised I didn't do an ending to the vlog, so sorry about that. This is the...
She made me go.
For God's sake.